Hello Semgreppers, and welcome to the tutorial for the Visual Studio Code extension for Semgrep. Now there are two prerequisites that must be completed before we can use the extension. First, the Semgrep CLI must be installed to the local machine and its executable added to the path. Second, we need to install any version of Visual Studio Code. Within Visual Studio Code, to download the Semgrep extension, we'll need to navigate to the extension marketplace. Search for Semgrep. Click Install, and within seconds, we'll be ready to start some static analysis. Now, to make the most of the Semgrep engine, we will want to leverage the policies set by our rule board in Semgrep Cloud Platform. To use the rule board, we'll need to log into the Cloud Platform, which can be done on the command line with Semgrep Login, or we can use Command-Shift-P to open the Editor command bar and select the Semgrep Sign In command. We'll navigate to the browser, authenticate in by clicking Activate, and within seconds, we should be logged in to the Semgrep Cloud Platform. When we log in, the rules will all be pulled, and whenever we run a scan, the rules within the monitor, comment, and block modes will all be run, as well as any reachability rules. Whenever we change the rules in the Cloud Platform, the changes can be reflected here by running the editor command semgrep search refresh. All the editor commands can be accessed by clicking the Semgrep icon in the lower right-hand corner. Now, there are two kinds of static scans that can be run by the Semgrep extension. The first is a scan on the diff, or the changes made since last commit. A diff scan will be run automatically whenever a file is saved and whenever a file is opened in a new editor, which I will do now. These diff scans will only run on the relevant file, and thanks to the Language Server Protocol integration, will highlight the findings if they occur within the diff. Hovering over a finding will pull up the vulnerability detail, including a link to the full rule within the browser. To see a full list of findings across all your files, use the command Command-Shift-M to pull up the Problems panel and see them listed below. Now, the only way to get rid of findings is to fix the code. Currently, there is no mechanism for suppression. The second kind of scan is a scan of the entire workspace, which can be run with the editor command semgrep scan all files in the workspace. It is critical to note that workspace scanning is incompatible with diff scanning, and if you run a scan on your workspace, see that a file has some findings, and then try to open that file in an editor, a diff scan will be run, which will wipe out the results from a full scan, which I'll demonstrate now. It's template.header.html, two findings, right? I click on it, the diff scan is run, and they're wiped out. Now, we can change this behavior by disabling diff scanning within the extension settings. To get to the extension settings, we'll need to go to the extensions page, click on the settings icon, and click Extension Settings. Now, settings in Visual Studio Code are at the user or global and workspace levels. Workspace settings will override the global settings. To eliminate diff scanning, we'll need to scroll down and toggle the Scan Only Get Dirty to off. We can then run the command reload window to have these changes take effect. Other important settings include the exclude and include list, which specify which directories to blacklist and whitelist during a full and diff scan. And that's that. We've covered how to install the Semgrep extension for Visual Studio Code, how to run both a diff scan and a full scan, and how to configure the extension. That's all for now. Good day and happy grepping!